Hello, MeerKats, Karen here, and today, surprisingly, I don't even have my headset on because I didn't feel like putting it on. I'm having a very funny conversation right now with a friend of mine. It's like one of those friendships that you don't know how you became friends, you just became friends, and he made my day yesterday. It was funny. There's other people that always make my day. It's just the way he started it. Because he was following me on Instagram, and I didn't know it was him until I realized, I'm like, oh, shit, it's him. So I followed back, and he sends me this message saying, I didn't know that I was following a YouTube star. I'm not worthy. I'm like, what? I told him, I'm like, what? I didn't even know you knew my YouTube. But then I totally forgot I still had the trailer URL on my bio on Instagram for the trailer I did for Resident Evil, which is still in the process. Trust me. Is not simple trying to get really good footage, especially if it's not just trailers of the video games, but it's also gameplay. Because I'm also asking people, like the gamers that do the walkthroughs, like, is it alright for me to use it? And of course I'm gonna credit them, it's gonna show on the video and everything. It's just they haven't gone back to me either, so I'm like, so it's taking forever. So right now all I have is all the trailers for it, or just like original gameplay from PlayStation or like Sony, like from Microsoft, anything like that, so it works. But back to this, he's like, it's in your bio, just go with it. I'm like, okay, I'm trying. Like, he just like acted like a total fan, and I'm like, my heart. It felt so amazing, just like someone to actually mention it. And now we're talking about the tattoos, because he just realized I have tattoos, and he just showed me his. Pretty much, he knows who he is. He's going to recognize this tattoo right now. Guys, let me see if I can show it to you guys. That is actually pretty badass. I wish my phone wasn't that bright right now, though. Let me see if I can make it. Maybe that would work. That worked way better. That's a really badass tattoo. I always wanted to get a galaxy tattoo. I'm actually telling that right now. That's amazing. Reason I always wanted to get a galaxy tattoo is because I always grew up loving the universe. Like, yes, I do believe in religion, of course. I'm actually Christian, even though I was raised Catholic. I became Christian 5 years ago, a few months after my brother, actually. And him and I are like both Christians. And my parents, they're okay with us. They're okay with us going that route. They didn't like tell us, oh, don't go that route or anything. But yeah. Oh, by the way, this video is just nonsense today. It's just my day today. Honestly, even though like I don't think anyone on my YouTube channel really knows my brother, but if they do, I want to say congrats to him and my new sister-in-law, because my brother got married, so I'm happy about that. Today was the civil ceremony, and next week is the party, which I had to wear a pink dress. Yes, a pink dress. Not bright pink, more like a blush tone. So I'm like, oh. Like, it's more like a blush tone, so it's like maybe more pink than my cheeks, because I tend to blush. But, pretty much, yeah, it's just what happened today and everything. I had a lot of things to do today. I adulted a lot yesterday. And I know I haven't recorded for a few days already. Last video was actually on my hair that I actually have done right now. It's just a bun. Very easy hairdo to do. But today I actually had eyeshadow on, which you can see. I do have a picture of me with half my face makeup on and the other half isn't. Let me see if I can do that. Let's see. How can I do? Half my face there is makeup, and the other half, it's kind of hard to do, but there we go. This side right here has no makeup on. You can tell by the eyebrow. I think that's the best way to tell an eyeliner, but it's the first time I actually have a very serious face. Because because I can never keep a serious face. Never could. But he eventually wants to get a whole sleeve of Space Galaxy, which is gonna look amazing. And says, "Thank you, by the way, no one appreciates my ink." Well, I appreciate it, trust me. Not a lot of people can pull off a tattoo like this, and he pulls it off. Like, he can pull it off, and it's crazy with all that space that he had gotten here. That's another thing I want to do. Pretty much, I want to update on my tattoos. I don't know if I did. I keep looking back at my videos, and I can't seem to find a video that I did. It's probably on my old channel. But, on my Instagram, it shows 8 of my tattoos. I have 10 now, if you count the fingers as one each. But as one of my other friends would say, no, one hand is one tattoo right there. Okay, does that count these 2 as well? Because I have 2 right there. But you guys know about my back one, which is the dream catcher. I am gonna put a picture there so you guys can see that. And pretty much other than that, there's that one. Then I'm gonna be putting still pictures while I'm talking, so it's gonna work. I'll make it work. If not, I may have to do a voiceover to do it. My computer wanted to be a jerk right now. like turned black for a moment, and then it stopped the video from recording. But that's fine. Pretty much, I'm gonna be putting still pictures of all my tattoos. As you can see, I have all these tatted up. A lot of people are asking about the thumb, like, what is it and stuff, because, like, I know what it is. It's just, I'll say it right there when I talk about it. So, this is my first tattoo, and this one has 2 meanings to me. First, it's a heart hanging from a tree, showing how I felt after my uncle passed away. Secondly, it is also my favorite band, The Used. You should recognize it from the cover of In Love and Death album. Even though a lot of people always ask me it's for the second reason I have it for, but to me, it's always going to go on the first reason because it's how I actually felt. I didn't want to be here anymore or anything. My heart just completely died after my uncle passed away. This one, the reason I have it on my forearm is pretty much it's just for me to see it, for me to know what I went through, and I was able to move on, of course, but there's times I still miss my uncle. And during that time I was listening to music, and The Used, other bands like Angels and Airwaves, their songs like helped. Not a lot of people were like, oh, that shouldn't help. Well, listen to the lyrics, why don't you? This one is my second tattoo, and I got it the same day as my first one. And this one is actually from my anxiety and stress that I went through from bullying and just getting picked on throughout the time I was little till almost the end of high school. And of course, high school is probably worse because what teenage girl wasn't going through pretty much puberty and hormones and whatever. I sound like a boy, but trust me, girls go through it too. And I was just dealing with a lot, so one day one of my friends just told me to just breathe, like over and over again, because I was having an attack. And I was able to. That friend of mine I still talk to, and to this day still tells me to just breathe. This one happens to be my biggest tattoo, for now, actually. It's pretty much as it described, right under my neck and between my shoulder blades, right on top of my back, which hurt, trust me. The Dreamcatcher with watercolor effect has been on me for I'd say over 2 years now. And the meaning for this one is, many people, including my family, call me a dreamer. I tend to wander a lot, especially like I'm like daydreaming mostly, and they're very weird and odd-ish. So I would like the Dreamcatcher to capture them. As for the watercolor effect, is because it's one of my favorite mediums from painting, and I want to incorporate both of those together. So here is the watercolored Dreamcatcher for you. This one's probably like the most common thing, but at the same time, very rare not photo. Why did I say photo? Tattoo to get as a finger tattoo, but at the same time, it's on the left ring finger. That reason being is because I am a gamer at heart. Literally. Like, I play video games since the 90s. I was about to say 96 because that was the first game I ever seen. But it was like mid-90s till now that I've been playing. So technically I've been playing for 20 years. And I'm not going to stop playing. Honestly, I love playing video games. It helps mentally. And when it comes to instincts, it helps as well. Scientifically proven. Insert that picture of the guy from Breaking Bad. And this one, I've seen a lot of people get heart tattoos, but never a pixelated heart, huh? That's 8-bit for you. This one, of course, as everyone will know, is the Triforce. I do need to get this one retouched, you can tell. Unfortunately, the tattoo artist I got on this one, I thought he was good. I had reviews about him that were good, but this is how it came out. I guess, I don't know if he was having a bad day or he had not really good ink, but I do want to get this one retouched. This one is, the reason for this one is because it's actually the first RPG game I ever played and fell in love with. And to this day, I'll still play Legend of Zelda. Yes, I am a Twilight Princess fan more than any other game. Well, Majora's Mask comes second. Do not tell me what my third is. I will not say because I do not have one. All the other ones cannot pretty much like compete to be third or fourth. They're all on third. But this is the first RPG game I've ever played, and I'm gonna continue playing it. Well, hello, Lotus Flower. Lotus. I cannot talk today. That's weird. The Lotus Flower. The reason I got this one is because pretty much it helps with the purity of the body, the mind, and spirit, and that's something I pretty much need throughout my life, especially with what I went through. And yeah. So this Celtic cross actually has two meanings behind it. If you saw me on Instagram, everyone saw me getting the tattoo and everything, but I'm gonna repeat it here. Pretty much, it's a father-daughter tattoo. Both me and my dad got it. And, of course, it's a matching Celtic cross. The second reason is because we both got it to represent my grandfather, my dad's dad, who unfortunately passed away little over a year ago. And the reason is because my grandpa, he was very religious. I remember seeing some Celtic crosses at his place when I was little. And the reason for the blue color is because all my cousins and I saw him as the old school Superman. He loved Superman. He was a fan of him, like the old school Superman, not the new one like Man of Steel, but the old one with the original blue. Probably need to get this one retouched again, but I don't know yet. We'll see. Alright, this little one, pretty much the Hamsa hand. I know there's there's many different Hansa designs. This one, I actually wanted it with the heart because pretty much I need to calm my heart. But the reasons for this one is because Hamsa represents protection, bravery, confidence, and calmness. And that's something I really need. um, Other than that, it's also this one and the lotus flower, they both have other meanings, which is from the class I actually took, which inspired me completely with culture. So culture anthropology, I thank you for these two, and I will continue with it. The crescent moon. Not everyone knows about this one because no one saw it on my Instagram. This one and my 10th tattoo are not up there. Reason being because these are still new. The crescent moon, the reason I got this one is because my grandmother, my dad's mom, was born on a crescent moon night. And this one represents her. Because she always kept her promise to keep us happy before she passed away. And this one happens to be on my left pinky. Any pinky is a pinky promise, so there you go. This is my 10th and last tattoo I have so far, and this one kind of makes me laugh because of what people think of it. They just think it's a blue circle. They don't notice the ears on top. I am a cat fan, but I'm also a dog fan. I love all pets and animals and everything, but reason for the cat is because it has supposed to look like a world inside it. I didn't want it to be so descriptive on it because it is a small space, but it's a cat with the world, and you already know cats already overtaken the interwebs. But if I were to put this upside down, then pretty much you'll see right now. Hey look, it's Kirby being blue with dots. Yeah, a lot of people think it's Kirby as well, but to me, Kirby's actually happens to be my favorite character, especially on Smash, and to be honest, I'm actually glad this one has two meanings. I didn't realize it became a Kirby until after someone pointed it out, and now I'm glad it did. Because it's another way of saying I'm such a gamer. But yeah, pretty much it's just like tattoos are amazing. Like, even though I'm Christian, I feel like someone's gonna be messaging me and telling me, but wait, you're a Christian. Aren't Christians not supposed to have tattoos? No. That's if you choose not to. I had tattoos before I turned Christian, and there's nothing wrong with it. Mine doesn't have vulgar words, doesn't say bad words, which I don't mind if people have bad words tattooed on them and everything. It's just that's their choice, not mine. Oh, I love it. He's like, you're officially my #1 friend now. I hope you're cool with that, haha. But I'm cool beans with it. And I know I'm going back and forth, but that's my life right now. I was gonna record earlier, but my phone wanted to be a jerk and didn't want to work with me, so couldn't record. All I have is pictures. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen the pictures. And today is a very sad day as well. Gene Wilder passed away. Well, not today, because right now it's 12:05/30th. He passed away yesterday from complications of Alzheimer's disease. I found out through Variety.com, the online magazine website thing, and apparently his nephew had quoted that his uncle was suffering from complications of Alzheimer's, and it's crazy though, because I grew up with him. I grew up with Gene Wilder acting on movies, especially Willy Wonka, then Young Frankenstein, then Blazing Saddles. Makes me want to watch Young Frankenstein right now, so I guess this is the end of the video. I'm gonna watch Young Frankenstein, but I gotta wake up early, but I have to. Until next time, from this little vlog day today, bye!